It's easy to lose oneself in the world, which is ultimately the world of things, the world of form. Not only things on a conventional level of things, and that's enough. How many people's lives, especially in the highly developed countries, how many people's lives are almost completely consumed by things? One thing after another to worry about. It's so complex. Every person has so many things in my life that I need to give attention. I'm not saying don't do it anymore, but don't lose yourself in the world of things. Easy. First, things on one level is possessions. Things on another level is situations and circumstances in your life. Things on another level is all the thoughts that go through your mind. Are they also things? Yes, they are forms that consciousness takes. And it's very easy to lose yourself completely in that, become totally identified with that. And this is how people live. It's a dreadful way to live. One damn thing after another. For many people, that is how they experience their life. Why can't life leave me alone? One damn thing after another was Churchill's definition of history. And of course he was right. It's both human history is one damn thing after another, and every individual life is one damn thing after another. It doesn't have to be like that. But it's these things, the world of form that is, has an enormous pull. A gravity, one could almost say, a gravitational pull. And so you could easily just start thinking about, if you have investments, thinking about the stock market, how it pulls you in. And how it pulled you in when it lost so much not long ago. How that, if you were unlucky enough to have things there, but wherever your things are, they'll pull you in. Now, if you can deal with things without losing yourself in things and remaining aware of what? Remaining aware, one way of putting it is to say, remaining aware of the space of the present moment in which all things happen. And that is immediately, when your attention moves into now, there's a little bit of stillness. And it feels good. And you realize the now is actually not bad at all. I just thought it was dreadful. My life was dreadful, but when I wake up into this moment of my life, it's not actually that dreadful. Oh. Another way of putting it is, if while you perceive, deal with things, interact with people, you can be aware of yourself perceiving, interacting, dealing with things. What does that mean? Being aware of yourself, it does not mean being aware of yourself as the walking story. It does not mean thinking about me and my problems. As you sit here and listen to this voice, and this is the key, can you be aware of yourself as the aware presence through which the voice is being perceived? That means you are not losing yourself in that which you are perceiving. Because otherwise, if you're sitting there and lose touch with yourself as the aware presence, you will put all your attention onto the speaker and the voice. And you will expect something from the speaker, and in this case it's the speaker, it could be anything, any experience, any perception. But then you will expect something from the speaker in this situation that the speaker cannot give you. You would expect to be given, to find yourself in something the speaker says, to find yourself in some new information, or to project onto the speaker something that the speaker cannot possibly be. You could say, you are the Messiah. You have lost yourself, and you have made the speaker into a special object that you seek to derive some kind of self-fulfillment from you, because then you won't stop there. If you say you are the Messiah, the next step will be that you are one of the followers, one of the chosen, and that's great, more ego food, and we're starting all over again. A new religion, 3,000 years later, same place. So here again, if you have been sitting here not knowing yourself as that, not sensing the aware presence, that is, your entire being is part of that aware presence, then it would have been boring to sit here. What is the speaker? The speaker will, at first he might be a little bit entertaining, but after a little while then the speaker will become no longer, if he isn't the Messiah, then he is no longer interesting to me. He hasn't given me what I was looking for. And then you will go into another experience, wherever, which also will not give you what you were looking for. Although a few experiences will have the appearance as if they were giving you what you're looking for, yourself, ultimately. And then you will always be disappointed, because after a little while say, oh, that was an illusion. I fell for it. He deceived me. He let me down. This is how it happens when sects and other organizations come into being. They make one person special. He can give it to me. And then after a while, it doesn't work. And he said, he let me down. You can come here, sit here for this evening, and go away and say, well, the speaker let me down. He didn't give me myself. You wouldn't say that, because it's an unconscious movement of looking for oneself. I thought he would give us 6 techniques of that, and 8 steps to this, and 14 this, and 16 that. But we didn't get any of this. And we walked out empty-handed. And that's because you were looking for something that nothing and nobody can give you. But if you could sit here, knowing yourself as the aware presence in which this experience happens, sensing the field of now, which is the same, sensing the field in which this perception happens. One early 20th century teacher called it self-remembering, which can easily be misunderstood, and people might think they have to think about themselves. It's not that. It's deeper than that. So then you realize that the speaker never had anything to give you, nor did you need anything. of what really matters, which is yourself, the essence of your being. And then to walk away here empty-handed will be a beautiful thing. Very empty. So much so that there's one religion that used that word, emptiness, to describe the ultimate that a human being can realize. And then the scholars come, Buddhism, for those of you who don't know, uses that word, emptiness, as the ultimate. Buddha used it. And the scholars come and start thinking about what that could possibly mean. And then they come up with strange things, theories, like the academics who study Buddhism, not anymore perhaps because Buddhism is more alive in the West now, but when it first came in the 19th century, the scholars came and studied. Buddha said emptiness, and then this professor's theology wrote, Buddhism is a nihilistic, life-denying belief system, atheistic belief structure. Every word is wrong, but that's how He just used another pointer. He said emptiness. It's not a very inspiring term, of course, emptiness. What do I do with that? Unless you realize it, it's meaningless. What is emptiness? This. Knowing yourself as the space. That's a good word. Space in which everything happens. You are that space.